tree diagram. It's when it's how we, all these grammatical rules or words put it together to form a sentence. It's a new one. Ready? So we have an example, I don't know if you can see it. Well, the first of this, the child put the topic in the garden. And you can see we have the different divisions. First, we separate the subject from the predicate. So for in this, the child put the topic in the garden. How we separate this? What is the subject? What is the predicate? The child is what? The subject, and the rest? The predicate. Okay, and now, when we're in this part, we separate each part of the sentence. For example, the child, now we have two different words, there is the and child. So what is the? An article. An article determinate or indeterminate? Determinate, okay. Why? Okay, it's determinate because we know what child he referred. If we have a child, it's indeterminate because we don't know, it could be that child, that child, that child. Now, in the project copy in the garden, we have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different words that put that topic in the garden, So here we divided first in verbs, noun, and the rest, and preposition. Now, put in this case verb. The topic is another noun, so we put it together. Then we separate the and topic, as we already did in the first. And in the garden, as you can see, this phrase starts with in. That is a preposition. So when we divide first, we divide the in, the preposition, and the garden right down. So then we separate the garden, that is an article, and garden, that is another noun. I know it's a kind of confused, but we wanna make it step by step for not make a mix of all of this.
Well, now we have another two examples. It's the same sentence, but try to read. We want to try to read. The first one is synthetic Buffalo Heights. Then we're going to separate in synthetic and Buffalo Heights. Then in Buffalo Heights, we're going to separate Buffalo and Heights. It's clear? Or some confused? Can be clear? Okay, then in the other example is the same sentence, but we're going to separate synthetic Buffalo. We have synthetic Buffalo Heights. To separate synthetic Buffalo and Heights, so we have synthetic and Buffalo. Like Luis told you in the lab,
Here.
like this. Now we have
So now we have the T diagram, but instead of have the sentence, we have his parts. First we have the sentence where there is the sentence and a whole. Now we have, well, in the first, here we divide as a subject and predicate. Well, in the T diagram, it's called noun phrase and verb phrase. Noun phrase is what we call subject, and verb phrase is what we call predicate. So it's the NP, it's noun phrase, and BP is verb phrase. Now, as in the previous example, we had what's the same example? We divide the noun phrase, that is the child, into therefore article, but in this case determinate, You can put determinate or article, it's the same. When then we have the child, there is the or not.
Then we have the verb phrase. We separate in three parts. So it's the verb, like good. Then we have the noun phrase too, right?
Yep.
Noun phrase. We have determinate, or the article like we just told you. Then we have the noun, like the puppy. Then we have
This is PP that is called prepositional phrase because we have the in that is a preposition. So it's divided now in prepositional phrase, and then we divide the in that is a preposition, and the rest that is the garden it's another noun phrase because we have a noun, and it's divided in that is an article, and noun that is a garden. Any doubt?
was BP.
BP?
Yes.
Verbal phrase.
And
Verb phrase, sorry.
NP.
Noun phrase. Noun phrase is what we call subject, and verb phrase is what we call predicate. Another doubt? The guys who come just arrive? Sure?
Is clear? Or can be clear?
Yes. Yes.
It's S sentence. That is the sentence as a whole, the child put the puppy in the garden. Now we divide in noun phrase and verb phrase. Noun phrase is the subject, that is the child, and verb phrase is the predicate, that is putting the puppy in the garden. Now the noun phrase we divide we have because we have the child and the child is a child is an article and a noun. We divide it again. When we put the that is an article, determinate article, and child, well, there's a noun. So now we have put the puppy in the garden. So we can now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 different words. So we need to put it that their own characteristics. Put, well, we have the verb. Now we have the puppy that is another noun phrase because if we have a noun. So that's the beginning. We divided the puppy in other two classes because we have the article and another noun that is determinate and noun.
And it's the same on the last part. We have again noun phrase, and we have the determinate or the article and the noun because we have we know that garden. Oh my God, garden is a noun. Okay, it's could be easy if you can identify the noun and
If you can define what is an article, what is an adjective, what is an adverb, what is a preposition, what is a noun, what is a verb, this is gonna be very difficult. You know how to define all these stuff, right? If, everybody else right now? Any doubt? Sure. Well, now you wanna see what's what it's a noun phrase. It's a group of the words that serve the same purpose as a noun. And a noun phrase can be subject or object of a verb. It can also be the object of a preposition. Another thing is what we call the subject. And a verb phrase is a group of related words that contains one or more passive, more helping verbs in a main verb. Ready?
it's clear what is a noun and what is a verb phrase. Yes.
Those of you who said no, speak louder so that they can help you.
If you
They
have
are
any
here.
doubts, say yes.
They are here because they know. Don't you think they don't know? They know what they are doing. So ask confidently. There are two persons who said no. So if you please. So over there, I heard over there. Would you please explain again?
Okay. This told you, a noun phrase is the group of words that have the same purpose as a noun. For example, we have, can you, here we have the noun phrase. Here is like the subject, like Luis told you, and here we can find again the noun phrase because we can identify like the nouns as child, sorry, puppy, and guardian. We can identify like in Spanish. Yes. Can you tell me some noun?